Chris, that woke skater. Come on, Emma, to think Kamala would be doing anything different than when Biden did, maybe Iran wouldn't be bombed, or actually she would have gone further than Trump to show how tough she is. I just don't agree. I just do not agree. And I just said that it's about being in the coalition to put pressure on her. And the Democratic base, 8% support Israel's military inaction in Gaza. It's 70% on the right. Trump only listens to his base. That's the only person the people he listens to. Just on a numbers perspective, we would have had more of an opportunity to pressure Kamala Harris on this. Additionally, the advisors that she had on her campaign that she was going to make national security advisor and other were Obama-era Iran deal people. I do not believe it would have been the same thing. I don't know if she'd been better than Biden, but in the same situation, if Biden had won and was president again and had cognitive functioning, we would have been in that coalition in the exact in the same way. So it's not even about her being better than Biden. If she was just like Biden, we would have had the mechanism to pressure her.
Protests would be more salient. That's the main thing. Protests would be more salient. I think you can't really, on any specific issue, it's hard for me to guarantee much of Kamala doing, but that's the issue is like Matt Iglesias saying there hasn't been a lot of protests lately. It's because like, yeah, no one thinks that they can get a listening voice on the Republican side. Whereas on the Democrat side, we have James Talarico, Brian, coming out and being asked after reporting that he was taking money from Miriam Adelson, having to say this on MSNBC, this is something you won't see said on the Republican side.
There's a theologian who said, I screamed at God for the starving children until I realized the starving children was God screaming at me. And God is screaming at all of us in Gaza as we speak. Israel has a right to exist and a right to defend itself just like any nation. But Benjamin Netanyahu doesn't have the right to wage war against civilians, to use famine and collective punishment as tactics. So to answer your question, as a U.S. Senator, I will use the financial and diplomatic leverage in this country to stop the atrocities and the suffering in Gaza. It's also for the people of Israel, because Benjamin Netanyahu's disastrous war has made the people of Israel and Jewish people all over the world less safe as a result. And to answer your last question, no, I will not be accepting money from AIPAC in this race.
Yep. And actually, in that interview, I was on that show right after that.
Humble brag.
Humble brag. I was watching that live, and Eamon followed up with a question about previous donations from Miriam Adelson to his campaign. And, he supports legalized gambling, which she's in the casino business too. So that was kind of how he explained that. But he's now set a commitment not to taking any AIPAC money going forward. So
because now that we have the AIPAC thing being ran away from, and even Cuomo's like, I wasn't really on BB's, that was a technical advice thing. There's going to be different ways for this money to still influence our politics. So it needs to be no Democratic majority for Israel money either, or any other Israel affiliated group, no matter how liberal they pretend themselves to be. And also you have to look at the money the Israel lobby puts in just negative campaigning against the types of people who they actually want to win. But I do like that Talarico was forced on this issue to say, like, I'm not going to take that money.
And that is why, like, I get annoyed by the Kamala's a bad candidate. Kamala wouldn't have done anything differently. Like these simplistic things where like we're mapping on intentions to this politician, where it's a matter of pressure. It's a matter of like Talarico wouldn't have said that 2 years ago. I'm not talking about him and the character of himself as a person. And frankly, people don't speak about male politicians in these highly emotional terms. It's a whole different thing that we could go down that road. But like, it's focusing on politicians as like the personalities, like it's a reality show, is a rudimentary view of how change happens.
Zionists are happy that Trump won. Like, look at what they're getting to do right now.
They are doing the final solution under him. I mean,
and what they're doing domestically here, even if you don't care about Palestinians. Look at the extra leeway they get to just run rampant through our fucking institutions right now. They clearly have more runway this way. I mean, open your eyes. And I'm someone who thinks that you've seen a lot of cowardice and from Kamala. That's not the point.
Exactly. The whole party's cowardly. It's about the coalition that's behind the party. And we have a problem too, and it's in part because we are not a parliamentary system where the presidential figurehead wields way too much influence of over how we're talking about this kind of thing. She would have been a head of a broader Democratic Party infrastructure that we could have pressured. We're in a horrible situation right now. My brain hurts. In my circle, people focused on Gaza immiseration after Trump promoted Gaza as Monte Carlo of Israel. Do I have bad people for friends? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
If they were excited about a Riviera in Gaza, yeah, your friends are probably fucked up, and you should ask where they're hearing that shit.
Tyler in Colorado, I feel like Matt's only here for the Tim Robinson soundboard. There's a reference to that episode where he's only on the Bachelor dating show for the zip line.
You're not cool at all. You're a dick. Leave us alone. It's okay. It's okay. You're okay. Everyone farts.
All right, I'm done. Closing it.
All right. Cool Adam. Hey guys, it's me, Cool Adam. Thank you for having me on Friday. It was tight between Criterion Channel and Letterboxd reviews. Anyway, back to listening to Bob Dylan. Cool Adam out. Okay.
Verbatim the Cool Adam tweet we got last time.
Oh. Progressive Blog 2028. Chuck Schumer doing his best Sam Seder impersonation minus the political instincts.
Chuck started saying pause it.
Yep. 3 more. Vox Populi. With all due respect, I think shutting out of Ruha Rahman from the DNC means we were not in Kamala's coalition, but fair enough. I just explained it. I mean, I don't even know.
Well, you're clearly not. What coalition are you in?
I mean, this is these are undeniable things, and it's just it's very, very frustrating to keep having the same conversation over and over again. Jerry at the beach. I can't wait for President Gavin Newsom to arrest. Anyway, I read that one. Layoff, payoff. Candace out there going for the righteous indignation dollar. That's a big dollar. And the final I am of the day.
I just make one final point on that. Sorry, that coalition thing while you're looking for the final I am.
Yeah.
This sort of coalition stuff, there's actually a technical meaning to what these terms mean, and our system is different than, say, the system in the UK, where they can actually expel people. Zoran won power, just like Ruha Rahman won power. Those people won power on a Democratic ballot line. I would ask the people who are so quick to dismiss what that means to go fucking do something yourself. Go win power with Greens? Or it didn't work for Jabari Brisport until he started running DSA on a Democratic ballot line. Then he won some power. This whole thing about what is in a coalition, I don't think people are using terms precisely. Because, yes, there is clearly a fight in the Democrats and a corporate Zionist sort of conspiracy, cabal, whatever you want to call it, that we have to take out of power. That's double... quadruple fold on the Republican Party. Political action is still taking place. So what? I think I made my point.
Yeah. I'm with you. All right, 2 more actually. My brain hurts. In my circle, people I read that already actually. John Birch, Paranoid Blues. The right can't stop subtly mocking the death of Charlie. Trump with his ballroom comment, and another Republican said Charlie Kirk would have been the 14th disciple, 13th, you meant to say, if he lived when Jesus was alive. I mean, I think they think that they're being, they're lauding it, although Trump, no. What did you say?
They don't know what real sympathy or grief looks like, because their emotions are just performative, because they've been taught that if they act this way, they throw a tantrum for attention. Our culture gives it to them. Far right, outrage cycle controls our society. And so they don't even know what real grief looks like anymore. They just know how to do these little spectacles online for attention.
I said that I saw that online and I replied to it because I honestly don't even know what they're trying to even say with that one. Like I think I said something to the effect of, I'm not sure what this means. One of Jesus's apostles famously betrayed him. So I mean, are you trying to say something nice about Charlotte? Like it doesn't make it. It doesn't even.
I think there was already a 13 disciple too.
Yeah. They're not even called disciples. They are disciples, but they're the apostles. That's what they're called.
Yeah, I mean the people grieve in different ways. Some people do TikToks of your people's dead bodies.
Other people compare their loved one to Judas. I mean. We all do something different.
When you walk down the beach, there's only one set of footprints, but on both sides of you, you're flanked by Jesus Christ and Charlie Kirk now, and they have a hand on each of your shoulders.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
It is.
Only AI could come up with such a gorgeous image.
Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.